Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Norm's Friends. I'm David B., the readings guy, 603-404-9338, biffid@yahoo.com. Lucky me, I have a wonderful guest today. This guy is so hard to get to book on a show. I'm very fortunate that he could make it today. Introduce yourself. Tell them who you are.
Hi, I'm Anthony Williams. I'm a local artist, and I've been doing murals and working in Manchester for about 25 years now. And I come on the show and show my artwork, and I'm a big promoter of art. Art to me is therapy. It's something that's good for everybody.
And it is. It is. Thanks again for joining me today. So, naturally, inspirational quote, and I forgot he was showing up today. So I have the interesting fun facts today. They are interesting, but they're a little bit lengthy, but we can deal with it. Anyway, and plus, the 12 million viewers out there, whoever wants to call in and has a question for my guest, by all means, you might be one of the lucky ones to get through. So give it a go once I finish the interesting fun facts.
Yeah,
So,
can I say something? I'd
Sure.
like to say to Mary LeMay, I'm very sorry to hear about your niece, and I hope that you make it back in April. Mary's taken a couple of weeks off. Her niece just died.
oh, I didn't know.
Just like that, something
Wow, yeah, I
kind
didn't.
of set her off.
No
Anyway, Mary,
word,
God
yeah.
bless you.
Sorry, Mary.
See you in
Yeah.
April.
So no cruising with
Not
Mary
until
for a
April.
couple of weeks?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so let's start it off here with the inspirational quote. It's real short, but I love it. Failures are the stairs we climb to reach success.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was kind of neat, right?
Stairs?
Stairs, yeah.
Yep.
So again, failures are the stairs we climb to reach success. None other than Roy T. Bennett, The Light in the Heart. I should look that up and see if that's a book. Because he's got these unbelievable, the really motivational, inspirational quotes, which I really like. And then I could just bring the book with me and pick one, right? All right, anyway, so seeing as it's baseball season, the interesting fun facts are bats. Oops, not baseball bats, the ones that fly. All right, now, so,
Batman.
Right, yeah, exactly, Batman and
Robin.
as you mentioned earlier, the coronavirus came from bats, supposedly.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway, so I have interesting facts, 10 of them. They're a little bit lengthy, like I said, and there were a lot more, but I stopped at, see, something told me to stop at 10. All right, these are all from, of all places, I know I don't really trust them, but hey, these interesting facts are from the U.S. Department of the Interior website. How I ended up there, I don't know. But anyway, all right, so let's go. Interesting fun fact number one, flat bats, the flying kind. There are over, I never knew this, 1,400 species of bats worldwide. Bats can be found on nearly every part of the planet except in extreme deserts and polar regions, so none in Antarctica, I guess.
No.
Or where, the Sahara? Oh yeah, where would they hide? No caves for them. All right, the difference in size and shape are equally impressive. Get this, bats range in size from the kitties, K-I-T-T-I', hog-nosed bat, also called the bumblebee bat, that weigh less than a penny. Imagine, maybe that's making it the world's smallest mammal. How do you like, isn't that kind of neat though? Maybe that's why they call them bumblebees, because that's how tiny they are. The flying foxes, which can, making it the world's smallest mammal. And then the flying foxes, which have a wingspan of up to 6 feet.
Oh.
Imagine, so you go from a tiny little thing. Imagine if it got hit with one of the wings from these big ones. The U.S. and Canada are home to about 45 species of bats, and additional species are found in the U.S. territories in the Pacific and Caribbean. Interesting fun fact number 2. Not all bats hibernate. Even though bears and bats are the 2 most well-known hibernators, not all bats spend their winter in caves. Some bat species, like the spotted bat, survive by migrating in search of food to warmer areas when it gets chilly. See, they don't even wait for it to get cold. They only wait for it to get chilly, and off they go.
Yeah.
Not bad, huh?
Nature.
Yeah. Interesting fun fact number 3. I didn't know this either. Bats have few natural predators. Disease is one of the biggest threats. Owls, hawks, and snake eat bats, but that's nothing compared to the millions of bats dying from white nose syndrome, the poor things. They get like this fungus. It looks like, what kind of fungus? Like from a fruit, you know how it looks like that little hairy stuff on a fruit when it starts? That's what it looked like on their nose, the poor things. The disease, named for a white fungus on the muzzle and wings of bats, affects hibernating bats and has been detected in 37 states and 7 Canadian provinces, which is all of them.
Wow.
This deadly syndrome, get this, Anthony, has decimated certain species more than others. It has killed over 90% of northern long-eared, little brown, and tricolored bat populations in fewer than 10 years. Scientists are working to understand the disease. You can help by avoiding places where bats are hibernating. If you do go underground, decontaminate your clothing, footwear, and gear to help with not spreading this disease to other areas. I'm surprised the climate people haven't come out and blamed it on climate change.
No, of course.
You know, really. All right. Interesting fun fact number 4. I didn't really know any of this stuff. This one really I thought was kind of neat. Without bats, say goodbye to bananas, avocados, and mangoes. Over 300 species of fruit depend on bats for pollination, just like bumblebees.
Yeah. Butterflies.
Oh yeah, butterflies, that's right. Bats help spread seeds for nuts, figs, and how do you really say that? Cacao, C-A-C. You know, the main ingredient in chocolate. How do you say
Cocoa.
that? Cocoa. The main ingredient in chocolate. Without bats, we also wouldn't have plants like agave or the iconic saguaro, S-A-G-U-A-R-O, cactus. I don't know if I ever seen one. Just like a hummingbird, the lesser long-nosed bat can, get this, can hover at flowers using its 3-inch long tongue, get this, equal to its body length.
Wow.
To feed on nectar in desert environments. Isn't that wild? Imagine having like a 5.5-foot tongue. I mean, that would be my size tongue if it was my body length. That's kind of neat. Interesting fun fact number 5. Night insects have the most to fear from bats. Each night, bats can eat their body weight in insects numbering in the thousands. Imagine.
That's good.
Yeah, this insect-heavy diet helps foresters and farmers protect their crops from pests and helps protect you from mosquitoes. So come, the
Yep.
warmer weather and in the summer, don't try to get any,
It's like
let them be.
birds. They eat, every bird in existence eats 100 times their weight in insects a day.
A day?
A day.
Wow. Imagine if they didn't, we'd be like, you would never be able to go out, you'd be eaten by mosquitoes in a
Mosquitoes.
flash.
I know.
Imagine. Wow. The endangered Indiana bat, which weigh about 3 pennies, consumes up to half its bulk every evening. Yep, and that's just one type of bat. Interesting fun fact number 10. Bats, I never knew this. Bats are the only flying mammal. While the flying squirrel can only glide for short distances, bats are true flyers. A bat's wing resembles a modified human hand. Imagine the skin between your fingers larger, thinner, and stretched. This flexible skin membrane that extends between each long finger bone and many movable joints make bats agile flyers. Pretty cool. Here's another very, very cool one. Interesting fun fact number 7. Bats may be small, but they're fast little creatures. How fast a bat flies depends on the species, but they can reach speeds over how fast?
30. Faster?
Yep.
50.
Nope.
80.
Nope.
100.
Yeah, imagine. How fast the bat flies depends on the species, but they can reach speeds over 100 miles per hour, according to new research. That's pretty fast.
Very.
Huh, imagine.
Yeah.
They could go to from here to Boston and back in less than an hour. Right? Imagine.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Nature.
Yeah. All right. Interesting fun fact number 8. Conservation efforts are helping bat species recover. At least 12 types of U.S. bats are endangered and more are threatened. These amazing animals face a multitude of threats, including habitat loss and disease. But work's being done to change that. A unique international conservation partnership in the southwestern U.S. and Mexico has been working to help one species, the lesser long-nosed bat, recover to the point it can be removed from the endangered species list. Here we are in it says in 1908, there's no other number. There were thought to be, so it's probably either 2 or 7, because I noticed those, when I hit those numbers, they don't always print. In 1980, whatever number you like, there were thought to be fewer than 1,000 bats at the 14 known roosts range-wide. There are now an estimated 200,000 bats at 75 roosts. Right? Not bad. Interesting fun fact number 9. The longest living bat is, how old do you think?
I wouldn't have any idea. I have no idea.
Well, take a guess.
50 years.
Oh, close, 41. Not bad. The longest living bat is 41 years old. It's said that the smaller the animal, the shorter its lifespan, but bats break the rule of longevity. Although most bats live less than 20 years in the wild, scientists have documented 6 species that live more than 30 years. In 2006, a tiny bat from Siberia naturally set the world record at 41 years. I wonder how they must have had them pegged or something with the blue, the little bracelet they put on their leg or something. Get this. I like this one. This is the one I ended with. Naturally, I can relate. like cats. Bats clean themselves, far from being dirty. So there goes all those myths you heard about bats, right?
Yeah.
Far from being dirty, bats spend a lot of time grooming themselves. Some, like the colonial bat, even groom each other. Besides having sleek fur, cleaning also helps control parasites. So there you have it.
Well, interesting.
Weren't they? A lot of them are interesting. I never knew any of that stuff about
Yeah.
bats. So it was a good lesson for me. I was intrigued with it, you know.
Yeah.
I could have went, there were more. I think there was some, I don't know, 30 or something, or 50, I forget, but that was the U.S. Department of the Interior. They know everything.
Yeah. It's government.
I know. They're out to help. Always remember that. They're out to help. So, Anthony, what's been going on?
Ah, what hasn't?
Well,
We live in a crazy world. Yeah.
we sure do.
Yeah.
And so you've been getting some craziness coming your way?
Every day, I watch people how they drive.
Yeah.
It's getting bad. It's getting worse. People speeding. People cutting in front of you. If you're doing 30 in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, you're going too slow. So I'm going to keep doing the speed limit. Yeah.
Well-
The phone.
Wow. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. It's the energy lady.
and-
Hi,
Hey.
Dave. Hi, Anthony. How are you doing?
All right.
I'm doing well, Energy Lady. Do you have a question or a comment for my wonderful guest here?
So much for your bats.
But you didn't like them? I thought they were. I thought they were
Yeah.
rather interesting.
They're
Every-
neat. They go after shiny things, too, you know.
Who does?
Bats do. Shiny objects.
I didn't know that.
Well, they do.
So, do you think it's true they get caught in your hair? Remember
Yes,
that?
they can. Yes, they go after shiny things.
So, what does that mean? If you have a lot of hairspray in your hair, it goes after it?
No, but, you know, they do. They go after shiny things.
Earrings.
And they're very smart.
Well, obviously, after the interesting
And
thing.
they can slide through any cracks.
What?
Because they stay flat. Bats can go flat and slide through any cracks in the doors and surfaces.
Well, if some of them, don't even weigh as much as a penny, I'm sure they could go anywhere.
Yeah, they go
That's big.
flat. And they go into... Yeah, I know some people that have some of them for pets.
How do they do that?
Well, if they catch them, they keep them as pets.
Wow. Well, I would imagine they didn't seem. The last thing, they're clean. They clean themselves and stuff. So, which I never knew. I didn't know a lot of that stuff.
And they can fly fast.
Yeah, over 100 miles an hour. I would say that's fast. It's the
Yeah,
way-
so if you need to take a trip to Florida, you can go on a bat and go.
There you go. I imagine. I know, and you could get there in what, 11 hours or whatever.
What's with this black cat inside your crystal ball I see?
I don't see a black cat naturally because I'm seeing it from the opposite side. And speaking of that, so this is what I'm going to mention about that because it just dawned on me. So you're the one that saw the black cat, so expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected.
What do you mean? Somebody I haven't seen for a long time?
Well, not necessarily somebody you haven't seen, but something, you're going to be doing something, anything. So whatever, within the next day or two, expect the unexpected. Like you'll be doing something and you'll go, well,
I'm
something
always
will be.
doing something, though.
Yeah, but amazing. I
quit.
mean, it's going to have an amazing, oh wow effect on you.
Is it good or bad?
I would say it's good. It's that type of,
Oh, excited, huh?
yeah, I would
I'm
be
always
too.
excited.
I don't, yeah, I don't see the black cat, but, cause like I said, I'm looking for
Yeah, it's
the
a
other.
long black cat I seen in your ball.
Really? And who's,
Maybe something with your cat.
No, Fred's mostly white, so it's not my cat.
It's long. Is your cat long?
Yeah, his tail's real long. And
Mhm.
who's you putting up the wall for? You know, when I mean a person, you're over there. Wait a minute, enough is enough. You're putting the barrier up for, you know, putting a
Yeah.
space there. Like, all right, that's it for you. Keep your
Oh.
distance.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know something, but I ain't saying it, okay? And did you ever look up the shamrock like I asked?
You know, I didn't look up the shamrock like you asked, but hold on, I'll look it up right now. Let's see what happens. Hold on. What did you say? Shamrocks are blue, right?
They're blue.
Okay.
Originally, they're blue.
Okay, I'm gonna Google. Well, I'm gonna DuckDuckGo it. Shamrocks blue. Shamrocks blue, and let's see what happens here. It says a shamrock is a type of clover used as a symbol of Ireland, St. Patrick. Well, we know that. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Is the true shamrock blue?
All right. Hold on. I'd ask Siri, but she might lie. Oh, I wore a big, thick, heavy coat this morning because when I was leaving, Alexa lied to me. I go, Alexa, what's the temperature? She said it was 34.
It's freezing out this morning.
Well, no, because I wore a heavy winter coat. I thought I didn't need a heavy one, you know, a coat, but not a heavy one. This is the true shamrock blue, or I should say, what color are shamrocks? If this doesn't work, then I'm just going to say, what color are shamrocks? Let's see.
Is the true color blue on shamrock?
Well, Anthony, what color are those shamrocks that we're seeing right there?
Green.
Look, green. They're
Look,
green.
ask the question: is the shamrock true color blue? Is the true color blue on a shamrock?
Wait a minute. Wait. What was the original color? So no, that was Saint. Everything is Saint Patrick. If all this crap's coming up about Saint Patrick.
Is the true color blue in Ireland the shamrock?
Wait a minute. I'm gonna check Wikipedia. Let me click on Wikipedia. Let's see. The name Shamrock comes from Irish Samrog. Wait a minute. This is showing it's green too. Hold on. Wait a minute. Botanical species. Let's see here. Nope. Tree-leaved grass or meadow trefoil. Everything they're showing here is green energy, lady.
Well, they said the true shamrock from Ireland is blue.
If I remember when I get home, I'll do research because everything
Do
they're
it.
showing is green. No blue shamrocks at all.
Ask him the one from Ireland.
Yeah, but still, it would say that there's blue ones, you know. So
Well, they had a thing on TV one time
yeah.
that the true color in a shamrock is blue.
All right. Well, you can't believe everything you see on TV.
Well, that's only after a couple cans of beer.
I don't know.
Yeah.
People usually see pink elephants.
That's after
No.
4 glasses of beer.
That's true too. So now I see the black cat. I turned it around, but I see the black cat like a Halloween one with its back arched and its tail like this. See? So expect the unexpected. Something's
That's
gonna.
what I'm saying. I told you I saw the black cat inside your ball.
So something's gonna startle you, but not in a bad way. It's just, you know, oh wow, and one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you have it. Do you have any other questions or comments for the most famous artist east of the Mississippi?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the most famous in Manchester. Okie dokie. He talked about beautiful birds. Yes, I seen the birds that time.
Whenever he comes on the show, the ratings skyrocket. You know.
No.
Did you know that?
He likes to do blue herons.
I've got a
They're
painting.
beautiful bird.
I've got one right now.
See that?
Yeah, I know you do. It's got beautiful colors.
How do you know?
I saw it on TV. He showed me us.
When?
That was
blue
another.
heron.
That was another blue heron.
Oh, that was another one.
See, I knew I seen it. I'm not going crazy yet.
No, this is a new one, different.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Hold it up. I want to see it.
All right.
I can hear us repeating Energy Lady on the TV.
I'm trying to look at the picture if he holds it up.
He's holding it up. Look.
Oh yes, that's pretty.
It is. I
Oh, that
love
has
it.
a lot of beautiful colors.
That's acrylic on a wood panel.
I love
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I've never shown this one before.
Yeah,
I
no,
love
you didn't
that
show
one.
that one. You showed the other one.
Yeah, the other one was longer.
Yeah.
What was longer?
The painting
Oh.
was longer.
Oh,
It was a taller bird, like long body.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
all right. So I'm gonna let you go because now he can describe the. I've got some questions I want to ask him about this painting.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Well, God bless and stay happy, healthy, and strong, and have a very nice Easter, and don't eat
enjoy
too much
spring.
chocolate.
Enjoy spring. Was yesterday the first day of spring?
Yep.
So
Yeah, the first day of winter, you mean?
I know.
It was so cold.
and it's going to be cold tomorrow, only 38 or something.
And snow.
Right, I know. All right. All right.
All right.
Thanks for
Have
calling.
a good night.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. So, you know what I want to ask you? Like when you do these paintings now, does this just come out of your head, or do you see a photograph?
No,
or do
I
you-
took this off a photograph somebody gave me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
do
like
both.
that.
Sometimes I make things out of my head, or if I see a photograph, like a lady sent me, she's a professional photographer.
yeah.
She gave me permission to paint the American flag, and the flag's up, beautiful blue sky behind it. Tina Rufo was her name, and there's some beautiful bushes, purple and pinks, and anyway, I'm going to
Yeah.
paint it just for Veterans Day.
Well, how come she had to give you permission to paint the American
Well, because
flag?
you need permission if you're going to paint somebody else's photograph. You better have their permission.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's their photograph. I get it
Yeah,
now.
because you're taking from one artist
Right, yeah.
and you're putting your name on it, and every professional photographer that has given me permission always says, Anthony, you can paint this, but do not make any greeting cards out of it, like you do your own artwork. And I have to respect that,
Yeah.
you know. So some artists give you permission, photographers give you permission to make cards out of it, but you're the only one, because they don't want their image everywhere without giving them some kind of saying, I got this as a reference from so-and-so. You know, it's stealing, so you don't want to,
Well, it is.
you got to be
really.
very careful.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I always get permission. In fact, I'm going to be working on a hippo and some wild elk.
Oh,
Yeah, it's going to take a while because I have to do my own research. But they have given me permission to paint them. Just do not make any greeting cards out of them. So I only make greeting cards out of my own work. And by the way, I've got all brand new greeting cards I'd like you to look at.
oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean all.
I'd
all
love your
brand
greeting cards, and whoever I send them to always
new. Oh,
remarks.
do they like
Yeah,
them?
yeah, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, they. If you don't sell, they'll just get rid of you. And I'm afraid, you know, if I don't sell
Well,
any
we don't
of
want them to get rid of you.
No, but that's the way it is. Hey, it's the way it is. They make money off of every one I sell, whether it's a $4 card or a $6 card. They make 23%.
So that's not too bad,
And
though.
if they don't make their money, then bye-bye.
Wow.
That's the way it is.
Now, how long have you been connected with them?
Oh, like 6 years, I think, 7 years.
Well, so they must be selling because you're still around.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's a good sign.
Yep. You need to sell. Makes you feel good. Yeah, I'm not worried about being rich and famous. I just like the idea at my age of feeling useful.
Sure, yeah.
You know, so I'll send you a link and, you know, you can decide.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're interested, Scott, somehow connect with Dave and look it over and see if you want to buy any. They're very reasonable. Ask Dave.
They are, and they're great.
Very
Yeah.
You know, I've got a painting now hanging on the wall at the health department.
Where's that, City Hall?
City Hall, not City Hall, it's down by, right across the street from Pappy's
What's Pappy's?
Pizza,
Where's that?
Elm Street, down this way.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a health department. And
Oh, I think I know where it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's, I got Artist of the Month,
Good.
so.
Congratulations.
And then the month before that, I was in Framing Solutions Art Gallery for a month.
And where are they at?
They're on Chestnut Street.
Uh-huh. How'd you do there?
I didn't sell, but she liked it so well that she raised the price.
Get out. No.
So, well, you don't really expect to sell because, like St. Mary's Bank, they'll take a painting. There's six businesses that will take your work because they choose 6 people every month
Yeah.
for Artist of the Month.
Oh.
And then you get to put your painting in St. Mary's Bank or 5 other places, and if somebody wants to buy it, they'll get in touch.
That's kind of nice. That's nice that they get involved with the local.
Because this right here is, the largest I'll work anymore is 16 by 20.
And what size is that?
I think this is 11 by 14, I think, or 12 by 16. This isn't too bad size-wise. I just don't do the big 20 by 24 like I used to, because a lot of galleries nowadays don't want the big paintings because of room.
Oh, yeah, so they can display more.
Yeah, so I decided, like for the Bedford Crafters Guild, I'm a member of that. I just do greeting cards. And if I do put a painting in, it may be an 8 by 10 or a 9 by 12, and that's it.
So when now over at the, what did you call it, the what guild?
It's the Bedford Crafters Guild.
Bedford Crafters Guild.
Yeah.
So when you submit like the greeting cards, what do they have them like in a display case or something?
Some they have, if you're online, then you'll be online. But I have some in shop and online.
Ah. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Not too bad, and you?
Mary.
Mary.
Sorry about your niece. I didn't know till he mentioned this.
Yeah. Yeah, I was there that night that she passed away.
Ah.
That's too bad, Mary.
Yeah, she's known better as Miss Cupcake when she called them.
She what?
She was Miss Cupcake.
Yeah.
Wow, wow. Aha.
How's Joe taking it?
It's fair, you know,
Yep.
and everything. So this weekend, this Saturday is the funeral.
New Bedford?
No, right here in Manchester.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And stuff, so.
Yeah, I talked to Patty last night. She said that she got in touch with you about coming on your show in April.
Yeah. She's
Good.
coming on in April. I won't be back because there's too much going on right now with everything. And to settle things and different things like that, and next week too. So I will be back on the 4th of April. I'll be back, but it's just way too much right now going on
Yeah.
and everything.
Wow.
So
That-
Mr. G's coming in the first week. Corey's coming in the second week. Patty's coming in on the 3rd week.
3rd week of April?
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. And look, here's the card I drew for you. If you can see it over there, prosperity begins. So you look at that after, you know, you go through the grieving process and you sort of, you know, you get over that. There you have it. You can see it. It's nice. It's tranquil. The tree is, new, you know, new growth. It's new. And, well, the peaches, you know, of course, to me, I love peaches, so it's perfect for me. But,
Yeah.
you know, all that, you know, things turning back into nice and, you know, back to how they were, sort of, you know,
Yeah.
nice and not sour, let's put it that way. Nothing
Yeah.
sour going on, Mary. So, and how are the kitties?
They're doing good.
Good.
They're doing good. They have allergies. Like Miss Kitty and my Ladina has allergies, so
What kind of allergies?
I don't know really. All I know they have allergies at times that, like if I open up the window at this, especially when they go to mow, I definitely have to shut the window because, as you know, when you get the smell from fresh cut grass,
Yeah.
and if Ladina's in the window, she'll keep sneezing and sneezing and sneezing.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah, she's got allergies and different things with her.
Huh.
And stuff, but yeah, and Miss Kitty, of course, she's got allergies too. She's sneezing.
Wow.
So,
You know, but it always amazed me. I'm, you know, I'm knock on wood. I'm blessed. I get the last cut I had, Iggy. He was 14. I paid $14,000 in bills on that cat.
14,000.
Yeah. So he come home one time, Anthony. His whole side was slit here, right?
What
You-
from?
I don't know, but you could see his inside. So I had to take him to the emergency room. Well, you know, he was an outside cat, so
Yeah.
God knows what he got into.
Somebody could have done it.
Well, yeah. You know, a chain link fence, hopping a chain link
Some
fence,
people
and he
don't like
didn't make it.
cats.
You're not kidding. So, but like my sister, she's got a cat. She bring. I mean, I don't mean to laugh, but her cat has allergies. She takes it to the vet for shots. I mean,
yeah,
come on.
yeah. That's like me. I have allergies. I have pills for allergies.
Wow. But yeah, Fred, knock on wood. So far, well, Fred, he's 12, and just last year it was $1,500 for the dental work. They took 11 teeth out.
Wow.
Wow.
But other than that, but that's not bad. That's $100 a year versus $1,000 for the other
Yeah.
cat. So
yeah, for the shots and everything.
yeah, so and I didn't know this. They're saying he needs a rabies shot. This is just last year, right? So I
Yeah.
said, why does he need a rabies shot? He's an inside cat.
Yeah, you still have to have it.
Yeah, that's what they said. New Hampshire, you still have to have it.
Yeah.
I was,
You know why? Because if they don't have it and you get scratched and you can get an infection from it.
yeah, but you can get an infection anyway, because naturally,
Yeah.
you know, having cats for years,
That's why. That helps you, though.
I have peroxide. So if you know what I mean, you play with him and
Yeah.
he gets me. I stop right away. I go right to the bathroom. I get the peroxide, and that's the
Yeah.
end of the infection, if there is one.
Yeah.
That's what I always do. But yeah, this is the first. Fred's the first cat I've had that's never been out. Well, he's been out, you know, on a leash, believe it or not, in Lowell.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Miss Kitty, I can put her on the leash and she walks just as nice as can be on a leash. And she'll walk with me even without a leash.
Wow.
Miss Kitty.
Well,
And
Fred.
she goes, even she loves to ride. I can put her in a car and she sits there and looks around.
Wow. Wow. Not
She
Fre-
loves to ride.
Fred, he'll go out, he'll sit at the door, you know, and I know he wants to go out. We'll walk up and down the hall, and he stays right
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, and up here, he won't go out on the leash, and I think it's because in Lowell I was on the first floor, and he knew the view, so when we went out, he
Yeah.
could see the apartment.
Yeah.
I think that's what the difference is. But here, I'm on the third floor now,
Yeah.
so I'm up where it's safe. Imagine. I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. So let me ask you. I got these letters, MEA or MAE, whatever that might mean.
The
If that,
M I do. The E definitely.
and then an A.
And the A definitely.
All right. And then I also got the number. Hold on. I like to give two. 73. If that has any connection. The number 7337.
Yeah.
So there you.
July 3rd.
Oh, see, I don't.
Yep.
Not
It
big.
does.
See, I know July 4th has a connection with me. No.
Yeah.
Wow. So no cruising with Mary live until what? April 4th?
Yeah. 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 It's just way too much going on right now.
All right. Well, do as best you can. You'll be fine. I know you're kind of crappy right now, let's face it, but you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And you say
Right.
Patty's coming on the third
Yeah.
week?
Yeah. Yeah. Corey's coming on the 2nd, and then Mr. G's coming on the first week.
So Patty's coming in the 18th then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, Mary, thanks for calling. Again,
welcome.
sorry about your loss.
Okay. Thank you.
So, you'll be fine.
Yeah. All righty. We'll catch you guys later. Don't forget, everybody, Palm Sunday this Sunday.
Oh, that's right. Exactly right. Thank you. I know, and there you go. Imagine 2 weeks Easter. All right, Mary, thanks for calling.
All righty.
We'll
Catch you
see.
later.
Yep, bye.
Bye-bye.
I forgot all about that, Palm Sunday.
Yeah.
I would have remembered when I went to the church because they have the palms
Yeah.
when you walk in. So I would have said, oh, Palm Sunday. It would have dawned on me, but. So let me ask you this. Say I take a nice photo I like of, a blue heron like on Lake Massabesic, right?
Mhm.
Would you paint it if I liked it naturally?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. And if you liked it, I'd let you do greeting card. So-
Okay. Well, it's all has to do with copyright. You got to respect it,
yeah.
I mean, you just do. I mean, some of the photographers, Chris Bauer, I've had him on my show.
Uh-huh.
He goes to Africa.
Wow.
He photographs lions and cheetahs and leopards and elephants and rhinos and hippos and monkeys and everything. But he told me it's been
Yeah.
almost 2 years that he gave me the photograph. It's going to take me a while to get through my other things because I'm so way far behind.
Uh-huh.
But you have to respect what they say. He says, Anthony, you got my permission to paint this, just don't make greeting cards out of it. And that's
Mm-hmm.
And then Howard Muscott gave me some photographs of 2 bull elk. And
Uh-huh.
same thing. So you got to have respect for that.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
But no, do you copyright all these things?
No.
Oh.
This is taken from a photograph that somebody gave me. I think they got it from a calendar, I'm not too sure.
Oh.
But I liked it so well that I just decided to blow it up and,
Mm-hmm.
sketch it out and
Yeah.
paint it. But as far as putting a copyright on it, no.
Oh,
No.
see, that's why I ask. I don't know anything about that stuff.
You know, my
Yeah.
original work has a copyright.
Is it difficult? I don't know anything about it. So,
Well, here's the poor man's way of doing it.
yeah,
When you do a painting and you want to copyright it, you photograph it.
yeah,
You have a witness. They sign a paper.
yeah,
Then you take a photograph and put it in an envelope of the painting
yeah.
and the witness's signature, and you mail it to yourself, but you never open it up.
Oh, I get it. Right. Yeah.
See what I mean? So
Yeah,
if it
with a
ever-
date, right? So if somebody steals it, you can, hey, wait a minute.
Right.
I got it.
Or
Oh,
if
that's pretty good.
somebody, well, there's one photographer wanted to sue other photographers for taking pictures of the Statue of Liberty. But when he
Yeah.
took it to court, the judge ruled that, look, this millions of people see the Statue of Liberty and they're going to take pictures.
Right, yeah.
So it's you can't sue this guy, you know, which
Yeah.
is, you know, if everybody had the jurisdiction to say, okay, I'm going to paint a crow, and anybody else that paints a crow, I'm going to take them to court. You can't do that. You know how many
Right.
crows there are and how many positions they get into. You can't do that. Now, if you absolutely copy something,
Yeah.
then you're asking for trouble. But if you're a little innovative and you add a little bit or subtract a little bit, there's nothing they can do. But you don't want to be taken to court for copyright. That's something you just don't want to do.
Well, it doesn't sound like it would be much fun
No. No. No.
and expensive.
Yeah.
It sounds
It's
expensive.
like I've listened to, I don't know how many people that say the same thing. You can go ahead and use my image, just don't, you know, make copies and
Uh-huh.
this and that. So I took this off, I think a calendar picture. So I'll sign my name to it and try and sell it locally. That's okay, but to put copyright on it, no. Because then I'm asking for trouble.
Yeah, but what if you took it off a calendar, though, right? What if they say,
Then I just say, I painted it, but there's no copyright mark. So there's nothing they would do.
oh, I got it, all right.
But if I put copyright on it, that means that I filed in Washington, D.C., and I've done it before with murals that I've done.
Uh-huh.
Then they'd be upset.
So what if the calendar you copied it from, what if that was copyrighted? Don't you get in trouble for doing that? No?
You can always use it because it's not an exact,
Oh, okay, I got it. All right.
Copy.
Yeah.
you know, but it's just something that you got to watch out for. That's all.
So now, what's the process to copyright it with the government? What's that like?
Well, first you got to photograph it.
Uh-huh.
Then you have to get a witness. You send it off to Washington, D.C. with a fat check. They're
Uh-huh.
going to charge you.
Yeah.
And then they're going to send you your license for copyright. And then it's like I still own the copyright to a mural I did at MCAM in 2006. Well,
Yeah.
I sold all the pieces that I cut out of the wall. I sold them,
Mm-hmm.
but I still own the copyright. But I'm not going to sue the person if they, you know what I mean? It's no big
Yeah.
deal. But it's just something you got to be careful with. Like, I've got so many drawings and paintings that
Yeah.
have come from me that I'll put copyright on it. And then there's some that I don't because I don't care. You know, I mean, if I was rich and famous you know, I might be a little.
Yeah.
It's just like me going out and taking pictures of, say, Salvador Dali. You've all heard of him.
I went to the museum in
In
Paris.
Florida?
No, in Paris.
In Paris. Wow, that
Yeah,
guy
I
is-
loved it.
But if you start selling posters and stuff of his, then you'd be in trouble. trouble.
Wow.
Or Da Vinci or somebody like that. You gotta be careful. I mean, you can take a photograph, and you don't have to. Well, okay, as an example, Chris Bauer gave me a picture of a hippo,
Yeah.
and he said, Anthony, don't copy every little thing. You know, use the image as a reference,
Yeah.
but don't copy everything. In other words, do something with the background or something to make it a little different. And so I told him, sure, there's no problem. You know, it just makes him happy, and if it makes him happy, then you won't have a problem.
Right.
You just got to learn to have, you know, a little respect. Especially, I had an artist tell me, you do good work, but you can't paint old trucks or cars. I do that. So I said, say what?
I'll show him.
Then he comes back and he says, well, I guess you can. And I said,
Yeah.
of course I can. You can't tell me I can't paint old trucks because that's what you like to paint.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I do old cars and old trucks. In fact, I've got some
I've
photographs.
seen some. I've seen some of
Yeah.
yours that you've done.
They're put on Facebook or something. I got some on Facebook. I've got photographs, original photographs. Still got the original photographs of a I think it's a 38 Dodge.
Wow.
And I painted one from a photograph that I took, and I copyrighted it.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't send the money into Washington, D.C.
Ah.
I just figured, you know, because money. But I came to the conclusion that, in fact, I painted it for a second time,
Yeah.
and I found some other photographs that I took. So I'm going to paint the same car, but in a different position. And behind it, I remember it was about 80, 81,
Mm-hmm.
and I was living in Nashua.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the street I was living on. Anyway, behind the apartment building was this
Yeah.
old, rusty 38 Dodge. Really neat looking old car. You could tell it was, when it was, you know, a younger model, it was just a nice old car. But behind it was St. Xavier's Church on French Hill, they call it. So in the background, I have St. Xavier's Church. Well, I just finished another painting of it, and it's because I sold the first one,
Yeah.
and the gallery tried to cheat me out of money. I sold it for it sold for $350,
Uh-huh.
and she didn't tell me that it sold.
Yes.
And when I went in to get my paintings back, I go, where's my painting? Well, I think I sold that. I said, you think you sold it? She sold it and took the money and wasn't going to give me any, but I had another artist with me, and she paid me.
Good for you.
But I'm just saying, you
Wow.
got to be careful.
Yeah.
You got to really, really be careful. Now, I could copyright that, and I did this last one. I'll bring it on the show sometime, and it's a really nice painting.
You brought one time. It was an old pickup truck. One.
Yeah, that could be. I've got.
I remember that. Was sort of like rusted out or something a little.
I've got 1, 2, 3 now. I think I've got a real big painting of an old. I think it's an old car. And I've got another one of an old Dodge. For some reason, these are out in the woods. People find them just somebody abandoned them, just left them there to rot. But I like old cars. I think they got more character than a lot of the new cars.
They do.
Because if you look now, it's hard for me to tell which is which anymore, because they're basically all the same shape.
Yeah.
Maybe the tail lights or headlights are a little different, but that's about it. The grill's going to be different,
Yeah.
but they're basically the same, smaller, streamlined car.
That's true. They are. It's
so
the
it's-
inside that's
yeah.
different. What you get inside.
It's not like the old '57 Chevy that stuck out, or
Right.
the '40 Fords. Back then they had character, and you
Yeah,
knew
they
what a
did.
Cadillac looked like, and you knew what a Thunderbird looked like when it came out, or a
That's
Jaguar,
right.
or a Corvette.
Exactly. That's
Now I
right.
look at the Corvette, it looks like something from Star Trek.
It does. It does.
Yeah, but it can go 180 miles an hour now.
I
And
saw
they
them.
start at 65,000.
I know they're unbelievable. I seen them over $100,000. Imagine
That's
for a
ridiculous.
Corvette.
Yeah,
It
but,
is.
I mean, the police don't like them because they can't catch them.
Right. That's right.
But it's just the idea back then. Cars had. I remember the Super B. I remember when the Camaro first came out. Corvair. They used to have a Corvair.
I remember the
I
Corvette.
had one at 4 on the floor. It was
Yeah.
just, but they
That's-
don't make them like that anymore. Everything is high tech, and it's. But the body designs are basically, to me, they're not
They're-
exactly alike, but they're so much alike that I can't
That's
tell one
true.
from the other.
That's me. I have to look for the emblem. I keep.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've looked for the emblem.
I couldn't tell you a Toyota from a Sientra
either.
or whatever.
Me
Not
either.
anymore. I used to, but not anymore.
I know the only ones you can, and that's because of the hood ornament is a Rolls Royce.
Oh yeah.
So when I hit Powerball tonight, I'm going to buy a Rolls Royce.
You know, back then.
That's all I'm going to splurge on is a car.
They had character back then.
It did.
You know.
The first car I had, are you ready? It was a 1965 Riviera,
Wow.
and the wood inside was real wood. I just remember that it was real wood.
Yeah. Imagine having that now in perfect condition.
I know.
First car I
pretty
had was
cool.
a '55 Chevy,
Yeah.
or '56. I only drove it like maybe 3 or 4 times because I had no idea how to fix it up.
Yeah.
Then I got a Corvair, and then I got
Ralph Nader put those in the grave.
then a '63 Chevy convertible, which I wish I
Wow.
still had. Then I had a 1970 Pontiac, real nice car, convertible.
Yeah. Wow.
But now I've got a 2007 Mercury Milan, and Mike Douglas down here on South Main told me, he said, this car is worth somewhere between $5,000 and $8,000. I go, are you kidding me? He says, no. He said, this is in good shape. You got a good deal.
It is. Yours is in good shape.
When I
real
got
good
it,
shape,
I got it
yeah.
through an AA program.
Yeah.
It was less than 100,000 miles on it.
Not bad, but we got to start wrapping it up. Look, so remind them who you are, how they can get a hold of you.
Yeah. Well, my name is Anthony. I'm an artist. You can watch my show, Art Expressions, or contact me, amwpaints26@yahoo.com.
There you go. Again, I want to thank my guest, the illustrious, hardworking local artist that's really more famous for all, everywhere, even Canada. Because, well, we're so close to Canada, so if you're famous to the Mississippi, you're famous up in Canada. But anyway, I'm David B., the readings guy, 603-404-93338. Text, email, biffit@yahoo.com. Get
And that's
your
Scott
feedback.
Wiggin, the CIA agent.
Right. And anyway, plus, remember 2 things you always must remember. 1, You can't be dumb if you want to be free. And more importantly, you are a winner.